welcome back to the opening kickoff. Your new favorite show to watch every single week before
We're
the NFL
so sad and depressed.
I'm so sad and depressed. You're fine.
For different reasons. I'm pretty sad for Josh Allen, man.
I mean...
And Bo Nix! Oh, my God.
I'm honestly way more sad for Bo Nix than I am Josh Allen, because at the end of the day, Josh Allen didn't deserve to win with all the turnovers.
True. Bo Nix won and broke his fucking ankle in the second
that's so sad.
play.
I'm pretty sad because I had a lot of money on San Fran to cover. They didn't. They lost by 35 points.
Dude, you could have tripled their spread, and you still would have lost.
Yeah.
Imagine if someone was like, you know what, Maddox, I'm going to give you 20 and a half. You're like, fuck yeah, thanks.
Yeah. I should have bet Seattle minus 35.
But think if it was San Francisco plus 20 and a half, you would have bet a lot more.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
But either way, so we both went 3-3 on last week, putting me at 174, 103, and 1. You're at 157, 120, and 1.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
It is official.
Yeah, it's been official. I don't even care. Fuck the thing. Let's just talk about the playoff games.
Okay.
Which one do you want to talk about first? Just going on.
Oh, yeah, we can go Rams-Panthers first. Bryce Young, hey, representing the NFC South well, Buccaneers. If we're in this game, this is a Buccaneers win, and we go and whoop ass on Chicago the following
literally
week.
Just not true. But, bro, Bryce Young was super impressive in this game. This was honestly, I think, the best game I've ever seen in Bryce Young. Like, I've ever watched Bryce. Because it's not even just the performance. It's, like, what's at stake. He's in the playoffs at home. Like, dude, he balled out, honestly. And, you know, the first quarter or so, Rams went up 14-0. Looked like it was going to be a fucking blowout. But, you know, they hung around.
And Dave Canales, look, he lost us this game doing a little too much, going forward on fourth down behind your own 50-yard line.
I think, even though they were 8-9 and probably shouldn't have been in the playoffs, like if what got you to the playoffs was going for it on fourth down, they went for fourth down.
But I hate like when the announce like, oh, you're 8-9, you shouldn't even be here. You're against the Rams. Go for it. It's like, or let's do this.
No, but I'm not thinking about it that way. I'm saying what got them to the playoffs was going for it on fourth down. They went for fourth down like top 3 amount of times.
They were number 1 in the year.
Yeah, they went for the most on fourth down in the league. Stick to what you do. Just because it's playoffs, don't switch up what you're gonna do.
True. But yeah, Stafford.
He locked in that last drive.
He's going to need to play a little bit better tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, he banged up his finger or whatever
or
in the
today.
Game, and it seemed to affect him pretty bad. And then Puka dropped a touchdown and then came in and played DB.
Crazy.
Him playing DB was like the best play of the game whenever he broke up that interception Stafford threw. But, dude, the last drive, did you see what Devontae Adams said? How Stafford was like, let's go rip their hearts out or something on that last drive? So tough. It's going to be a rough game for him.
Dude, I'd be screwed if I was a wide receiver because, like, I'd, like, have to adjust my waistband a little bit. And, like, I'd be running slow.
3 weeks in a row where Stafford has not, like, played the football that he was playing at the beginning of the season, you know. So they're not going to let that slide in Chicago. If you give them a little bit of grace towards the end of the game, Chicago's going to come back and win. So you better lock in Stafford.
Yeah, for sure. Well, next game, the fucking most W game ever, Packers-Bears.
Man,
we both had Packers.
Man, this game hurt my feelings, bro. Jordan, if you're new around here, I'm Jordan Love's biggest defender. I'm a Vikings fan, but I love Jordan Love.
Jordan Love's not top 10 anymore.
Jordan Love was the only reason the Packers almost won this game.
What happened? Why did they stop giving it to Josh Jacobs when they were winning?
Because he stopped running the ball effectively. So what Matt LaFleur said was he didn't change his play calling in this, or not that he didn't change. He was like, the game plan for the second half didn't change. He said the Bears just answered perfectly. He was like, there's any more pressure, blah, blah, blah. And like they just basically.
So adjust.
Yeah, he didn't adjust, and that's probably what it came down to. But if you watch football, the last person you can put the blame on this game is Jordan Love. 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. He made some big-time throws at the end of the game that got dropped. Jaden Reed was a drop. The Christian Watson one, that was a hard catch to make. But Jaden Reed had no excuse dropping that ball. Romeo Doubs, who played great this game, he even had a pretty bad drop. And then Brandon McManus leaves 7 points on the board. And at the end of the day, if you're up 21-3, I think it falls on the head coach if you blow it.
But Caleb's better.
Caleb, bro, that throw on 4th and 8 or 4th and 9, that was the best throw of the season. I don't think I've seen a better throw all season than that.
I know, dude. It was like you can't even do that in Madden.
It was like it was the Jordan logo, bro. That was, and honestly,
it was the Jordan logo. I saw an edit on TikTok.
The thing with Caleb, and I was telling you this, is Caleb was one of the most raw prospects we've seen ever. Like he had the flashy play capabilities of Mahomes and has the arm talent, has the leg talent, but it was like now he's already unlocked like the clutch gene on top of it. So I mean, Caleb's gonna be scary. You know?
I want him to win the Super Bowl. That's what I'm rooting for. It
was
Josh Allen, but now it's like I'm full on. Now Caleb's just gonna lose.
I don't hate their matchup against LA either, but we'll talk about that game later. But really good performance from Caleb Williams. But if you blame this game on Jordan Love, then you just don't know football. It's just that simple.
Your homework. All right, next game, Bills-Jaguars. It's kind of even sad to talk about this Bills game because ultimately it led to nothing. Yeah. Liam Cohen.
We're recording really late, by the way. The two Saturday games already happened. I don't even know if we said that yet.
Yeah, it's Sunday morning when people are watching this, but it's fine.
True.
Bills-Jaguars. Oh, so sad.
So the Jags, by the way, they really could have won this game. Do you have the game pulled up?
Yeah.
So the Jags averaged almost 7 yards a carry during this game. They had like one of the best rushing offenses in the league, and the Bills have a very bad run defense, and they literally just stopped running the ball for no reason at all. I don't understand why.
Yeah, there's a meme like the Liam Cohen.
I'd rather die.
Yeah, bitch, I'd rather die.
Yeah, so I don't know what the strategy was there. I mean, I think Trevor Lawrence played an all right game. The pick at the end was unfortunate, especially
That was
when
a bad pick,
when it happens
yeah.
to be Jacoby Myers that's dropping the ball. I think it was a great play by Tre'Davious White. I'm not really going to look at that like a drop. It was a really good defensive
Ironically,
play.
great play by Tre'Davious White.
Yeah, but yeah, that's crazy to look back at now. But dude, Josh Allen, realistically, he just turned into Superman in this game. Like that QB sneak.
Ironically.
Yeah.
He's-
That QB sneak where he got like pushed all the way to the end zone basically, and then they score, and then defense comes up big to stop the Jags. I thought the Jags were going to win this game. I thought it was a really good matchup for them, and I think if the play calling's a little better and they continue to run the ball in that game, they probably do walk away with it, and we might have watched a different game tonight.
Yeah. Next game, another game so weird to talk about after what we just witnessed. 49ers, Eagles.
You had Philly in this game, right?
Yeah, I had Philly.
Yeah. So the reason I picked San Fran to beat Seattle was because when we talked about this game, I told you, I was like, Philly matches up perfect against San Fran. I was like, Philly should win this game. They have a great defense. They should be able to move the ball against the injured 49ers defense. But I was like, my gut is telling me the 49ers are going to win because when they get in the playoffs, they win. That's just what they do. They get to the conference championship. So I tried to roll the dice again with Seattle. That was a whole different story. But, man, Kevin Patullo is a person that I'm not even going to say his name. But, bro, I think he's officially not the offensive coordinator anymore. I think he's still in the building, but he's not the play caller as of now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, this is rough.
Yeah. I think the Eagles will be back. They just need to bring in a good OC, revamp a little bit. You know.
Do you think A.J. Brown's there next year?
Dude, after all the
shit that
drama
happened- but
off,
the thing is,
fuck
okay,
you
here's-
at this point.
No. You know how I feel about the A.J. Brown drama because he was literally right the whole time. He
was right.
He wasn't just bitching.
But
about
when they
his-
started feeding him, they started losing.
No, what I'm saying here, no, that's not true at all. At the end of the season,
It's
they were winning
objectively
games.
kind of true.
It's not true at all. The games that they were feeding him, they were not losing. They actually won like a decent amount of games at the end of the season. They literally were the
Maybe I'm
three seed in the
tripping.
NFC. Here's my thing. He was literally right. He was not sitting there strictly bitching about targets or getting the ball. He was saying that the offense was not doing its job. And I think his point of view was just because we're winning the game isn't enough. We have all these weapons on offense. We're not going to be able to sustain winning if our offense doesn't step it up. And he was fucking right.
Yeah, true.
The offense didn't step it up. Now, where I have the problem is when you make those complaints and you get targeted in a playoff game, catch the fucking ball.
It's kind of like
bro.
the Debo thing a few years ago. Remember, Debo had the same thing, bitching
But-
about targets, and then just
But
not.
yeah, A.J. Brown dropped multiple passes in this game. One of them was really bad.
Yeah, the
and-
slam was really bad.
Really, really bad, unexcusable. Which
Honestly,
you know how I feel
for
about
AJ Brown, AJ Brown's not. I mean, he is a slant guy. He's one of the best like deep ball one-on-one
for
guys.
sure.
The one where he had his hands around and it hit his hands, he catches that 9 out of 10 times. So that one's
So
was
I
pretty
don't know if he's in
unfortunate.
Philly next year. If he does go somewhere else, I think he's going to land in New England, match back up with Vrabel,
Yeah, that's
get to be the
exactly
wide
what I-
receiver one
that's
for
what
the
I think,
Patriots,
too.
and they have the money to give him. So, or they would eat his contract that he has with Philly right now, but they have the money to do so.
That'd be so fire. And if they kept Diggs one more year,
But yeah, this was a great game from Purdy as well. I expected them to kind of win through the ground game, but CMC had 2 receiving touchdowns. Purdy had a pretty good game. Couple turnovers, right? They threw a
yeah,
couple
he had
picks.
2 picks.
But yeah,
Yeah, next game, Chargers Patriots. Justin Herbert is 0-3 in the playoffs.
Yeah.
He has more touchdowns than playoff appearances and wins.
more interceptions. Is that what you meant to say?
Playoff appearances.
Oh wow. So the thing is, man, I was like this when we were first watching the game, and it still is true. Now, their offensive line was really shit, right? But I don't think that completely excuses the way Justin Herbert played in this game. I think the play calling was also really bad. What's their fucking play caller's name? Oh my god, dude, Harbaugh loves him. He's fucking ass. His name's slipping my
Greg
head right now.
Roman?
Yes, Greg Roman. You fucking suck at your job.
He does
But
suck.
receivers-
Ravens fans hated him.
Like, the whole offense was terrible. Receivers couldn't get separation. But also Herbert had a couple opportunities that he didn't take. And it's kind of weird to say this because it's an unfair situation for Herbert. But he was playing with this offensive line for almost the entire year, and he was able to play good. And then it came to the playoffs, and he wasn't able to make it work with the
Shocker.
situation he was already in. Like, he has 3 playoff games. One of them, he blew a 27-0 lead. One of them, he threw 4 interceptions, and then he only put up 3 points in this game. I'm going to talk about the Patriots a little bit.
Baker could never, bro. That's all I'm going to say.
Talking about the Patriots, I think Drake May had an okay game. I mean, the Chargers defense is no joke. They put up a good performance.
We're gonna find out.
I think the
fucking
Patriots
tomorrow.
offense got a little bit exposed in this game, but I think it's a very similar matchup for them in Houston. I think the Houston offense has a little bit more potential, but Nico Collins isn't playing in this game. But bad offensive line, your defense should be able to generate pressure, but a really good defense. I think the offense is going to get a little exposed again, but we'll see what New England can do. But The touchdown pass to Hunter Henry was pretty sexy. That was a good throw. And honestly, Drake May, bro, he can run.
Yeah, he can.
White boy
run.
got some wheels.
And then biggest belt to ass of this week, Texans Steelers.
Bro, CJ Stroud was really bad in this game.
CJ Stroud plays
5 times, I think.
Wow, that's crazy.
And it took 2 defensive touchdowns to win the game. I'm pretty sure I heard a stat today that CJ Stroud has only won playoff games where his defense has scored a touchdown.
That's pretty hilarious. I've
insane.
never seen that.
But I mean, hey, this defense has the capability to score a touchdown every single playoff game, so I don't really have too many doubts going into it. And the Steelers' defense is always just like gritty and hard. You're going against CJ
Aaron
Watt.
Rodgers' last throw was a touchdown.
Your homework. It might not be his last throw. It's not confirmed yet. I do think he'll retire, but
Go to Kansas City.
it would be really cool to see him like start the first couple weeks while Mahomes
Go play
heals
3
up.
years. Go play 3 weeks and then be a backup and try to get a ring.
Yeah, do your homework. That'd be pretty fire.
He already has a ring, so it's not too much cheese.
I was thinking about this today. This is completely off topic, but think about like a quarter. We can talk about the Packers are a perfect example. Like a quarterback. Let's say Jordan Love. Those 3-4 years he was the backup for Aaron Rodgers, right? What if Aaron Rodgers went on a tear and won like 3 rings in that stage, and then Jordan Love came in and won 3 rings? Would Jordan Love be known for having 6 rings, even though he won 3 of them as a backup?
I think that's a Joe Montana, Steve Young thing. I think Steve Young has one as a backup.
I was just thinking about that today. It was just random. I wanted to ask it, but
Yeah,
those are all the wild card games.
technically you have a ring, if you're a backup.
There you go. Well, I guess we can talk about our predictions and the games that already happened for the divisional round.
Perfect. So guys, this is not actually we lied. This is not filmed on Saturday. This is filmed. We just uploaded it late. This is actually Thursday.
It's Thursday today?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Thursday today. So that's why I picked the Broncos.
Okay, yeah. So we both picked the Bills.
Yeah, we did pick.
So
the Bills.
I actually I was telling you all year
Okay.
in. I said it multiple times on the show. I'm sure you remember. I was like, I don't know if Buffalo can go into Denver and beat them in the playoffs. And I went away from my guts. I picked Buffalo. And I even texted you today. I was like, I think the Broncos are honestly going to win, but I'm going to go with Buffalo. But yeah, the Broncos won, and then Bo Nix, bro.
So sad.
Broke his fucking ankle. Jared Stidham masterclass, maybe. I mean,
Phillip Rivers?
here's the thing. If the Broncos play the Patriots in the AFC Championship, I think Jared Stidham could win that game realistically. If they play the Texans, sorry, Jared Stidham, you're cooked. Like, you're not. His first game of the season going against the Texans in the AFC Championship. Maybe he's the Nick Foles of this year.
He has to win 2 games. Like, that's a pretty good situation.
I remember the first game I ever watched Jared Stidham was when he came in when Derek Carr got benched against Brock Purdy, and they had a shootout, bro. And that was one of the most fun football games I've ever watched in my life. So maybe we'll get to see some more of that.
Speaking of most fun football games you ever watched in your life, Seahawks versus 49ers.
You didn't want to talk about Josh Allen a little bit?
Oh fuck yeah, Josh Allen, man. How many? Let me pull up his stats. 2 interceptions.
He had 2 interceptions?
Yeah, how many fumbles? The one at the end of Brandon Cooks, remember?
No, that's the only one I remember. What was the other one?
He threw one early. He threw pretty early. No, after half, right after Bo Nix threw one. But yeah, there is this.
Oh my god, that first pick was really bad,
Yeah.
dude. That first pick was awful. Because the one to Brandon Cooks, I mean, it was literally in Cooks' hands.
This was
like,
Josh Allen's year, bro.
2 picks and 2 fumbles. And that fumble before halftime is inexcusable. If they don't have that fumble before halftime, that's -3 points from Denver. It never goes to overtime. They got an extra field goal at the end of half because Josh Allen fumbled right before halftime.
I know, and he tried to do
happen.
that same shit to James Cook, and he almost fumbled again. I don't know if you saw that. Like, I don't know.
This was a disaster class from Josh Allen. I mean, this was supposed to be his year. Like we've talked about this year, I think it's kind of unfair to say it should be his year just because these quarterbacks aren't in it, because I also think this is the worst Bills roster that has, been in the playoffs in these recent years. I think he needs a true wide receiver one. I think whenever your last resort on a deep ball that gets intercepted has to be Brandon Cooks when he's 32 years old, that kind of shows something. And Khalil Shakir,
dude, that gave me flashbacks, bro, to the Cowboys Buccaneers game. It was the exact same kind of play where you're like, oh, and they're like, no.
Yeah, no, that was exactly how I was, because I was kind of sweating out Bills plus 3.5. So I wanted the Bills.
Me and Andy were rooting pretty hard for and Andy, he was like, that's bullshit, that's a catch. I was like, I don't think it's
and then
a catch.
people can cry about the Tre'Davious White pass interference. That was blatant pass interference.
Yeah,
I didn't really like the first call, honestly, but like we talked about, there was a Joey Bosa roughing the passer, which was a clear roughing the passer at the same time. So
honestly, though, Bo Nix didn't play super good this game.
thought Bo Nix was super impressive, bro. He had a one big time throw to
but he had a few bad
I mean,
moments.
I agree. He outperformed Josh Allen in this game. Like, let's keep it a stack. I mean, the Bills also have the best passing defense in the league, I'm pretty sure, or like a top 5, if not.
True, but I'm just saying, like, Bo Nix made a few decisions. If Jared Stidham can play some decent football, he has a chance.
I agree. And I also expected the Broncos to do more on the ground with how exposed the Bills' run defense has been, but they did it a lot through the air. He had one throw that I'm thinking of specifically on 3rd down to Cortland Sutton where he threw a fucking laser, bro, and it was beautiful. So I was impressed by Bo Nix. I told you I think Davis Webb is going to get a sneaky head coach hiring, bro, and I think this game is going to help his case, honestly.
Yeah, fuck Davis Webb.
I think he's gonna.
Dude,
I think he is gonna be the head coach that gets hired. Everybody's kind of.
What
like,
if Davis Webb becomes an OC for Tampa Bay?
That'd be kind of fire.
That would be terrible, bro. But yeah, Maddox's favorite game of the week.
Yeah.
We're rocking the jerseys. 49ers, Seahawks.
I mean,
built to ass.
There's really not much to say. I mean, the Seahawks have the best defense in the NFC, if not the league. I think it's pretty close with Houston, honestly.
And Tampa Bay.
And you know, San Fran couldn't move the ball, and then San Fran's defense is a bunch of JV players and Eric Kendricks. So, literally built to ass. 41-6 in a playoff game. In a divisional round playoff game, like in a wild card, I can maybe get it, like a 2 seed versus a 7 seed. This is ridiculous. Like, that's pathetic.
Yeah, it's a sad day to be a 49ers fan.
Yeah, that was pathetic, bro. Like, I have nothing to say.
Could you imagine taking 49ers?
Now, I will say, Seahawks fans, if you're listening, bro, don't get too excited. Because if you play against a good defense in the playoffs, Sam Darnold will break your heart.
Oh, yeah,
No, fuck Sam Darnold. I'm not even getting
We have to talk about it.
Okay, fine. We'll talk about it. So, I'm a Vikings fan. Last year we have Sam Darnold. We win 14 games, but week 18 to get the 1 seed, he fucking shits the bed, and it was honestly like the sole reason we lost that game. I mean, our defense didn't play great, but missed multiple red zone opportunities because he's just overthrowing wide open receivers and chokes. This season, week 18 to get the 1 seed, he didn't have to do much.
Oh my gosh,
he didn't have to do much, but he wasn't overthrowing everybody.
But
and
think,
then last
think
year,
about the ultimate revenge. He's gonna if he plays the Rams in the game before the Super Bowl. Like that's his proven himself
I hope
moment
he
the
gets
Rams
fucking destroyed, bro. Because last year we played the Rams in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And they already dominated us for that previous that season in the regular season. They dominated us, and then we go and play them in the playoffs, and he gets sacked 9 times because he refuses to throw the ball. Where the fuck was that tonight? Like, what? I guess it helps whenever Kenneth Walker just rushes. You just have to hand it off to him over and over
Way
again.
better run game than y'all had last year.
Well, and also they were playing against a fucking JV defense. I'm telling you, if they have to go against a good defense, if they play the Rams, they shouldn't have even beat the Rams this year. They only beat the Rams this year.
I can't wait to make you buy me a Sam Darnold jersey.
I'm not buying a Sam Darnold jersey. That 2-point conversion against the Rams in the regular season was the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life.
But it makes sense.
A backwards pass. The whistle was blown, so if a Rams player picks that up...
But that's the rule in the rule book.
It's a retarded rule. If a Rams player picks that up and walks it to the other end zone, they don't give him the 2 points because the play was blown dead. So because Zach Charbonnet walks over and picks up the ball to hand it to the ref, they get awarded 2 points. That's brain dead. If the play is blown dead...
Well, if he didn't grab it in the end zone and handed it to the ref, it wouldn't have been a touchdown.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why it's stupid. It's stupid. If the play is blown dead...
It makes sense.
If
No,
the play
someone
is
has
blown
to
dead,
recover
whoever
the football.
picks up the ball should not matter. If the play was blown dead. They should not have even won that game. That was stupid, and you're just rage baiting. So
I'm really not rage baiting. I think it's a final.
Well, then you're a fucking idiot.
When we've seen that once in a lifetime. Like I think.
Yeah, and it's stupid.
I think, or if like it's a questionable, just pick it up. Like I think.
But it wasn't questionable. Nobody on the even Zach Sharp. He didn't pick it up because he thought it could have been a 2-point conversion. He picked it up because he was the closest one to the ball.
He did to be respectful and give it to the ref and got rewarded for it. So I'm fine with it.
Whatever, dude. Fuck you. Get to the next game.
Okay, so these are the games we have not seen. Tomorrow at 2:00 we got Texans versus Patriots.
I'm going with Houston.
I'm going with the Pats.
I think this is the game Drake May gets fully exposed. I don't think Drake May is bad, but I don't think he's as good as everybody thinks he is. And I just don't think they have the weapons on offense to match the Texans' defense. I think Drake May is going to outperform C.J. Stroud for sure. I think C.J. Stroud, especially with no Nico Collins, it's going to be tough for him for sure.
Oh, I forgot Nico Collins.
But, man, after what I just watched in there, what I watched Seattle do with how good their defense is, like, it's hard to pick against a team that has this good of a defense, especially after what we watched them do to Aaron Rodgers.
I got Drake May and Michael May is going to make him some yummy cookies the night before the game, and he's going to ball the fuck out.
I like the Texans a lot. You know, I told you once the Vikings got eliminated, they were my team for the year.
True,
so.
and the Texans, bro, have never made a Super Bowl, so we would be witnessing
really
history.
Cool to see.
Because I think, it's crazy, I was telling Andy, I was like, this game, I think is who's going to the Super Bowl, the Bills-Broncos. But now that he's hurt, it's kind of like, I think the Texans-Patriots.
That actually fucking sucks. Because I wasn't super high on Denver in the playoffs.
When they won that, I was like, they're going to
When the way they were winning in the regular season, but the way they won this game, it was still a little fluky off an overtime field goal. But it was like, they were going toe-to-toe with Josh fucking Allen in the playoffs and, like, dropped 33 points on the Bills. Like,
yeah, bro.
I was super impressed. So it honestly really, like,
that
makes
defense
me sad.
is so good.
It makes me really sad that Bo Nix got hurt.
You know that defense was first in sacks and in, like, bottom 10 in turnovers?
Yeah, they were talking about that.
Yeah, crazy stat.
What I really like about Houston's defense, and I was talking about this earlier, is Houston's defense isn't this like genius schematic. You don't know what you're looking at. It's like, hey, we're not even gonna blitz you. We're gonna rush 4, and we're gonna run straight up man coverage, and we're gonna show you exactly what we're doing, and you're not gonna be able to do anything. Like, and that's just so much aura. Honestly, I think they blitzed the least amount in the league this year, and we're top whatever in sacks and whatever they finished.
I wonder if that guy will get a head coaching job.
The guy that they passed the play calling over to, I don't even know his name. The like fat, chubby white guy. He's not that fat, but he's like an older white dude. I can't remember his name.
No. Well, either way, the next game tomorrow night, who do you got? Rams,
This
Bears.
is the hardest game for me to pick for sure.
I pick Bears. I'm riding with Chicago. Honestly, I'm up, so I'm picking who I'm rooting for.
I'm picking the Rams just because I don't really know. And if I don't know, I'm just going to go with Stafford because, he has a ring. Caleb's new to the playoffs.
But he can't play in the cold.
If the Bears win this game, like, I genuinely will not be shocked at all. Like, I might throw $20 on the Bears just because I kind of want the Bears to win.
If the Bears win, do you think Seattle beats the Bears?
Yeah, Seattle will shit on the Bears.
Okay, and then if the Rams win, you got the Rams going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. So I think if the Rams win, they go to the Super Bowl. If Chicago wins, the Seahawks go to the Super Bowl.
Okay,
and then the AFC Championship would be Denver.
So if
and
the
Houston.
Texans win, you think they easily beat the Broncos?
I think the Broncos could beat New England though.
Okay.
But I think we're gonna have a Houston Rams Super Bowl. That's what I have right now. Because I had Houston's Niners originally, but holy fuck,
I just came up Bears Patriots.
That'd be fun.
Sick. That'd be
same
fun.
Draft class too.
Yeah, same 2 young second-year quarterbacks. That's really fun.
And you know me, I'm a big I've kind of been coming across as a Drake May hater. Like, you know me, going into the draft, I like Drake May a lot. Like,
you did, yeah.
I said he would be #1 quarterback in almost every draft class. That one just happened to have Caleb Williams. I liked him a lot, and I think he is great. I'm not dogging him. I don't think the Patriots roster.
Imagine the universe where J.J. McCarthy gets drafted where Drake May is, and then the meme is like J. McCarthy, and then Drake May is
the meme.
The beef.
We tried to trade up to #3 to get Drake May, and they didn't let us.
Dude, he was almost the meme, bro.
Yeah, and I think that same draft we tried to trade for Justin Herbert, but
how did that become a meme? It's so iconic. Like Josh Allen, I literally
whenever he wins
you.
his ninth Super Bowl, that meme's not gonna be. It's gonna be a cool.
Trevor Lawrence didn't get one.
No, Trevor Lawrence had that video of that guy that looked at him wearing the girl outfit.
Oh, yeah, he always gets that way.
Fight with me 'cause I'm the one.
And it was Clemson wearing
But no, there's
too.
never been anything this bad to where literally right after the Bills game, you showed me a picture of Josh Allen and J.J. McCarthy.
Every time.
It's really it makes me mad a little bit.
Oh, you're not on social media, but Lacey Marlin were playing Fortnite with Justin Jefferson.
Oh yeah, you told me about it, and they told him to bring JJ, and he was like, no, because y'all are gonna make fun of him.
No, and Marlon was like missing, and Marlon was like, damn, I got aim like JJ McCarthy. And Jed's like, nah, you wrong for that.
Man, he's going to be good, bro. I believe in him.
I believe in him, too.
I think he showed a lot.
Y'all's organization
doesn't
sound like y'all believe in him too much.
I know. I think KOC believes in him.
I think KOC believes
I think he's KOC's guy, honestly. Which, the thing is, I'm talking about hating Sam Darnold. Obviously, I'm coping. Like, I do wish we would have saved a little. We went crazy this offseason to build around JJ. Maybe we don't sign Jonathan now and just keep Harrison Phillips around. Get Hargrave and use that money to keep Sam. Because I told you last year, I said we could sign Sam Darnold for 3 years, and by the time JJ comes in, he'd be 25. And that's fine.
Jordan Love was 27. No, Jordan Love is 27 now.
Yeah, he was
25 when he came in.
Like, it would have been a good scenario to be in, but honestly, like, I get why we did what we did. It does suck. But I also think, like, and I'm a Vikings fan, I'm going to tell the truth, I think Sam Darnold's in a better situation in Seattle right now. I think he has a great offensive and defensive play caller, which I think the Vikings have as well, but they have a better run game. Their defense on paper is better.
Have Sam Darnold gotten JJ?
I mean, I don't think he's had, like, a J.J. McCarthy game this year, because even when he lost to the Bucs, he played really good.
Yeah.
Who else did they lose to this year? They lost to the Rams, and they almost beat the Rams the first time.
Yeah,
he threw 4 picks against the Rams. He might have gotten JJ that day.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen a what a him.
Man, they're
not Lamar Jackson.
They're really not ready for how good JJ is gonna be, bro.
I know. Hopefully, dude. Dude, what if we're in like week 18 next year and still when quarterbacks play bad as the JJ McCarthy photo?
I don't think you understand. No matter how good he is for the next 3 years, that's going to be a thing. Until he wins a Super Bowl, it's not going to change.
Dang, so you think
JJ McCarthy, let's say JJ McCarthy loses in the NFC Championship next year, there's just going to be a picture of the exact picture of JJ McCarthy, and it's just going to be JJ McCarthy tonight. He can make it to the NFC Championship and lose, and it's going to do that. It's never going to go away.
That's so funny.
You know what really sucks is whenever the first preseason game this year where we let JJ play for a bit, before the game started, I literally got not like a bunch, but I got anxiety because I was like, dude, what if he just sucks? Like, I had that thought, and then at the beginning of the year, he did
one of his best games of the season. You were there.
That might have been his best game of the season, honestly. I don't think
you need to go to all his games, and here's a good luck charm.
Yeah, dude, that game against Dallas, he played so good. That was really where I was like, okay, I have confidence in him, bro. And they played good against Washington,
bro.
Yeah, the injuries are starting to be a little concerning, but I mean, it's all right.
He's 22 though, real young.
It'll be all right.
Real young.
And honestly,
he's younger than me. I'm older than JJ McCarthy, bro.
He was coming off a serious injury. At least none of his none of his injuries this year were like super serious. Like,
True.
if he has another super serious like season-ending injury, that's where it's gonna start being like, okay, this is not.
Yeah, third year in a row
Yeah.
type shit.
I think we got to get like Mac Jones or something next year. We got to get a good backup.
No, I
Because
agree.
bro, fuck Carson Wentz, bro. Oh my god.
Y'all need a good
I-
backup.
I think if we had a good backup this year, we would have been in the playoffs. I think there's one of those like the game against the Steelers, bro. If we had anybody other than Carson Wentz, we would have won that game.
Dude, y'all are so
And we
close
had
in
Sam
that game.
Howell too, and we traded him and picked up Carson Wentz.
Oh my gosh.
But
yeah.
I will say,
Nah, Sam Howell would have been a great backup.
I agree, but we got rid of him for
Dude,
real.
he
like,
got sacked a shit ton, and like he played decent that one year.
Yeah, and he was like top 5 in
Washington.
passing yards that year too. But that was
Yeah.
also because they were losing every fucking game.
Yeah, but he got sacked. Like he broke like a record for sacks.
he was the
at
most
a
sack
point.
quarterback that year in Washington.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I don't know. Maybe Sam Howell could have won that game against Pittsburgh. That game pissed me off. That was probably my least favorite Vikings game this year. And the one against Chicago, bro, where we let them get that like 40-yard kick return to get into field goal range.
And that, like,
if we
sparked-
win that game, we're in the playoffs.
That
We would have been
sparked
the
their
7th seed.
that sparked their crazy comeback.
Man, I hate being a Vikings. Like, why did that have to be my
We
team?
were one game short from the playoffs. We were one game short from me watching the Chicago game tomorrow.
Lennon,
I dead ass we beat the Rams. Like I'm so confident.
did you not watch what happened when y'all played the Rams? Like, Todd Bowles,
Yeah,
Lennon?
you can't beat.
Lennon,
You
Todd
can't,
Bowles
it's hard
is
to beat a
owned-
good team twice.
Todd Bowles is owned by these offensive masterminds, bro. Like, they're destroyed.
Hey, he's not gonna be calling defense next year, hopefully. So,
I still can't believe he kept his job.
dude, and
With
everybody
all the
else got
coaches
fired.
that hit the market, bro, you know what blows my mind is that every coach in the AFC North got fired except for Zach Taylor, the one coach that everybody's been like coming for his head to get fired for like 2 years now.
I never even thought about that. That's hilarious.
Literally insane.
The
Oh,
Bengals
yeah,
are
speaking
gonna
of
be
head coach, we can talk about the recent hires. John Harbaugh's on the Giants now.
fire.
I think that's a good fit, and also Todd Monken, that's the play caller for the Ravens, right? The OC. I
think
feel like
so.
people give him a lot of shit. Bro, last year, Lamar Jackson should have been the MVP. Let's not forget that, how good they were last year. I think he got a lot of slack because his playoff game against the Chiefs where they stopped running the ball and all that
Oh, yeah.
bullshit. And then they did it a lot of times this year as well. But this year, the reason they weren't in the playoffs was because Lamar Jackson was hurt most of the fucking year.
Yeah.
And y'all signed Cooper Rush to be your backup as if that was
Yeah,
ever
that
going
was
to
really
work.
dumb. If y'all had Tyler Huntley in earlier, that might.
I think John Harbaugh's very good because John Harbaugh is not like a play caller. He's the CEO coach. He's going to bring in your coordinators. He's going to grow your
Yeah.
team. And I think he's going to be on a long leash because the Giants have been asked for so many years in a row. Like,
and they gave him a 5-year
a 5-year contract, yeah.
Wow.
So he's gonna have a pretty long leash. Even if they suck the first 2 years, he has time to build. And I think Todd Monken could do really good with Jackson Dart. Honestly, I think obviously Jackson Dart is not Lamar Jackson, but I think it's very similar, quarterback builds in the sense of like they like to run, and maybe whenever they're younger, they like to do it a little bit too much, and they don't know how to take hits. And I think it could work out honestly.
I
And
think it
dude,
could work
Cam
out,
Scatterboo too in that offense, that's gonna be fun.
Oh fuck yeah!
I just really hope Malik like stays at the same like level of elite he was and doesn't. I
That
hope
is
his injury doesn't
interesting.
fuck with him too much. I hope he bounces back.
I bet you it'll bounce back.
And then Stefanski, the
Just
Falcons.
went to the Falcons. That's motivation for Baker twice
Man,
a month.
I think
so that's fire.
dude, that's kind of scary. Because the thing is, that offense has had so many weapons these last couple years, but just not the right play caller.
Oh my gosh, and Stefanski's a fucking run the ball merchant, dude. Bijan, bro, is gonna be
That's what I'm saying. And he's not gonna do this bullshit where Tyler Algier gets 10 carries a game. Like, he's not putting up with that. Like, he's gonna see the field, obviously, but
Yeah,
he's gonna feed Bijan.
Yeah, like he'll
I
Bijan's
think,
Bijan's
bro,
gonna play
dude,
a
the
lot
Falcon,
more. running
and the
back.
Falcons defense got good this year too. Like,
It did. Those two edge rushers got pretty
that
good.
team's gonna be scary next year. And then there's still a lot of. I thought Sala was gonna get a job, but after that performance he just put up, I don't think it's
Yeah,
possible.
Salah won't get a job. And then I feel like Mike McDaniels. I think
I don't think he's gonna be a head coach.
apparently he's going to Detroit is what everybody.
You know
thinks.
what I think he'll go to Detroit as a play caller or
Yeah.
the Bucks, or if one of these head coaches wants to bring him on. I think the most obvious head coaching job right now is going to be Flores to the Steelers. I think it's like literally match made in heaven for the Steelers. Brian Flores is going to be there.
Dude, I feel like cause I don't know who said this, bro, but they're like there's a report that like every single person who's asked Brian Flores like a reference for him being a head coach, every single person's like
Oh no,
terrible.
we talked about this last week. We said it was Ryan Fitzpatrick. He was on some podcast.
Oh yeah,
And he was
yeah,
saying
yeah,
that,
you told me this.
Everybody in the coaching staff like would call him like a dictator, and they were like, if they called anybody from that Miami coaching staff as a reference, they would say not to hire him. But I think like the NFL has became very.
I don't
like,
think he'd go. The Steelers are gonna get a really good guy. They're not gonna get a.
Brian Flores is the best defensive coordinator in the league right now.
Yeah, but he was a terrible head coach, bro.
I know, but like I feel like the league is back to like giving second chances now. That's like what it is. Vance Joseph was a terrible head coach, and he's like one of the hottest options right now.
Yeah, true.
That's what I'm saying. Where fucking where Webb's gonna go? He's gonna be the fucking Dolphins coach because nobody's gonna want to go coach Miami, bro, because they got no quarterback.
Like,
and
fuck
Tyreek
it.
Hill's gonna leave. Davis Webb is gonna be the coach for the Dolphins. That's my prediction.
That's your prediction, dude.
That's my prediction.
If he's a hot coach, he got started over Baker, so I beef with him.
Shout out.
Should never happen. Do you have any closing remarks, dude? Who are you rooting for tomorrow? For those, so I guess that's what we can finish on. Are you rooting for Chicago?
I'm rooting for Houston. I'm rooting for Houston in that game for sure. I love Houston, and I think Drake May's gonna have plenty of opportunities to get his wins, especially once the roster gets better. I'd like to see Houston be able to get it done now.
Houston's never been to a Super Bowl,
exactly.
bro.
And then honestly, Rams Chicago, I just want it to be a shootout. Like I haven't bet on that game yet, and I kind of don't want to because I want to like just watch one game.
I
and,
think
enjoy it.
That'd be a good one, not to.
But honestly, like I wouldn't be mad either way. I would like to see Stafford get another ring. If he got a ring and an MVP in this season and got to be like a guaranteed first ballot Hall of Famer, that'd be awesome.
Where does he rank all time if he gets a ring and MVP this season? Top 10? That's 2 rings.
I mean, yeah, I feel like top 10 pretty easy. Probably not top 5.
He's above Drew Brees, like, respectively.
Man, which sucks. I feel like Drew Brees, bro, like, he's the biggest. Like,
1 ring, no MVPs.
I feel like because he got screwed out of MVP one year. One of the years Brady got it, but he was also like 8-8 that year or something.
Yeah, and even the year he they were like 13-3, like he was.
He
really
had
different.
Drew Brees had a top 10 defense twice ever in his career. You know what those 2 years were? One of them they won the Super Bowl against Peyton Manning, and one of them was the no call against the Rams in the NFC Championship.
Wow.
Bro, and Drew Brees just got fucked so many times. The Minneapolis Miracle, the no call. Like, bro, I think Drew Brees is like one of the biggest what-if NFL quarterbacks ever because I think, like, when it comes to, like, arm talent and just quarterback, like, pocket passer, he's genuinely, like, a top 5 quarterback ever.
Dude, what if Josh Allen's just our modern-day Drew Brees, bro?
He might just be.
But Drew Brees got one pretty early on. Like, he went to the Saints in 06 and then won one in 09.
Yeah. I mean, bro, I feel like we're getting a lot of I feel like Justin Herbert's just Phillip Rivers. Joe Burrow's Andrew Luck, and then Josh Allen is Drew Brees, and then Mahomes is Brady. Who's Rodgers? Maybe Caleb.
Yeah,
Caleb gets his 1 ring this year and then just never wins it. Or Jordan Love.
Yeah, Jordan Love is just Aaron Rodgers.
Honestly, no, Lamar Jackson's Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
all the MVPs.
That's a great comparison. Great comparison.
I'm telling you, history repeats itself. I find it really crazy because I remember like.
Well, who's the Peyton Manning? Who's the one who's gonna sneak in there and get a few rings every? Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts is Peyton Manning.
Oh my gosh.
No, because Jalen Hurts isn't good enough to be Peyton.
No, I know, but closest one we got.
I think it's
Brock
crazy
Purdy maybe.
Like,
but he didn't.
I remember like the back end of Big Ben's career and Phillip Rivers' career and Brady and Breeze. It was like you had Mahomes coming in and Justin Herbert and Josh Allen and Burrow, and it was like, wow, like the new era. Like you can see it forming in front of your eyes, and now it's like. Now we have Drake May and Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels even, who didn't really play much this year. Like, it's just so crazy, like, watching the new generation come in and like, watching how good they're going to be.
Tyler Shuck.
Bro, I'm excited for, like, the Saints
Tyler
next year.
Shuck's older than Bo Nix.
I feel like with how good Tyler Shuck ended up playing and, like, how much promise they kind of showed, and they have a new head coach and they have, like, built that offensive line through the draft, like, I feel like Cam Jordan and fucking
Fuck Cam Jordan. He was on a podcast talking shit about Tristan Wirfs.
I mean, it's a division rival.
Fuck him. Like, he was,
Cam Jordan
and Tristan Wirfs just posted a photo of Cam Jordan, like his, like NFL mugshot. Not mugshot, but like the photo, and it was just Tristan Wirfs in his head, and he just said ran free.
That's so funny. But I feel like those guys, and him and like Taysom Hill, these guys that are like really old and back in their career kind of want to retire, it's like, bro, you got to give it 1 more year and just see what happens.
Yeah, I agree.
But I feel like that's going to be like a very appealing place to go to. Like, I feel like living in New Orleans would be a lot of fun. You get to get shucked tonight.
You getting shucked tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
So who do you have winning the Super Bowl? Who did you say?
My Super Bowl prediction is Bears-Patriots, and then...
Who wins it?
The Bears.
I like
Dude,
it, honestly.
Could you imagine Caleb brings a ring to Chicago, bro?
I don't think the Bears could beat Seattle, bro.
If Caleb brings a ring to Chicago, like, is he gonna have more aura? And that, like, is that
he's better than he's the new king of Chicago. Fuck
no, I'm saying, let's say MJ's first ring, like, just that aura of winning that first ring versus Caleb winning this ring. I feel like that's more aura.
Maybe, dude. Yeah. I don't know. Dude, I don't think the Bears can beat Seattle because of the matchup, because the Bears' defense is really bad, specifically their run defense. They cannot stop the run, and we just saw what they were able to do against the 49ers.
But they force bullshit turnovers, dude. If they can do a few of those against Sam,
I mean, yeah, that is true, but I just also don't see how.
If you put Caleb Williams and Sam Darnold in a shootout, give me Caleb.
I know, but I don't think it'd be able to be a shootout. Like, Caleb Williams would literally have to, like, because like the Packers, he played really good in that game, but the Packers secondary is ass. Like,
Yeah.
Caleb Williams would literally have to like become Superman and really
I wanna see- I
show
really
like
wanna
he
see
would like
that
if
game,
Caleb
bro.
Williams won the NFC Championship against the Seahawks, like I genuinely would.
That's
put
why
him
you should root for the Bears. We saw Rams. We know what's gonna happen. Rams Seahawks. We got that twice.
No,
this
I'm saying
year.
whoever wins, I'll be happy. I don't really have a specific team I'm rooting for. I want the Rams to win because I think then like the NFC Championship's kind of a toss up. I genuinely don't think the Bears would have a chance against Seattle.
If the Rams lose, then somebody's getting a ring who's never got a ring. It's pretty cool.
That is pretty sweet, honestly. I wanted it to be Purdy, bro.
I know, bro. I wanted it to be Purdy,
Like, it made me
or,
really
or
sad
Herbert,
watching.
or Josh. It's crazy. Like when you look at the these
I
guys.
still can't
bro.
believe Josh Allen lost to the Broncos, bro.
I know. We can just
Crazy.
finish off on that. Sorry, Josh Allen. You suck.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, Bo Nix, bro. I'm more sorry for you.
Yeah, dude,
that's
that
so sad.
sucks.
Hey,
bro.
Jarrett Stidham, maybe you're Nick Foles. We'll see.
Dude,
Dude,
oh my
That,
god.
I feel like that would be the perfect ending to this season. Like with how crazy and retarded the season has been, that would be the
love it.
perfect ending.
I'd love it. Yeah, I
Jarrett
think he has
Stidham,
a
Super Bowl
chance.
MVP.
Fuck yeah.
There we go.